Hello, welcome to Wooranna Park Primary School's Raison Tetra, our reason for being. This website has been prepared to inform our teaching staff and school community as to the principles, beliefs and values that underpin the contemporary nature of our school. In preparing our Raison Tetra, we have learnt from the work of many educational theorists, the work of George Betts on autonomous learning, and the philosophical beliefs underpinning the Reggio Emilia preschools of northern Italy are seminal to our beliefs. So are the views of Vygotsky and other social constructivist thinkers. Our first task in framing our Raison Tetra was to define the principles of learning that our teaching and learning programs should be based on. It was then appropriate to clarify the pedagogical and organisational structures, along with the physical environment, assessment practices and approach to school leadership that would best support our stated principles of learning. Before focusing on our Raison Tetra, it is necessary to define our aims as a teaching community and to outline the nature of our school curriculum. The recent Cambridge Review into Primary Education in the United Kingdom defines the aims of schooling under three headings: the needs and capacity of the individual in relation to others and the wider world, and finally, learning, knowing and doing. Outlining the nature of our curriculum is more complicated. Historically, the school curriculum has been defined as a list of core subjects. The Partnership for 21st Century Skills, based in the United States of America, states that schools must promote understandings of academic content at much higher levels by weaving 21st century interdisciplinary themes into core subjects. More recently, the European Union defined the school curriculum in the form of key competencies, while the Cambridge Review used domains to highlight recommended areas of learning. For Australian schools, the federal government is currently preparing documents that will define a national curriculum. This will further add to the wealth of valuable material available to educators when framing their school curriculum, particularly in areas of study focusing on Australian history, culture and national spirit. While Wooranna Park sees value in all of the above descriptors, we do, however, place considerable emphasis on the use of interdisciplinary themes when developing our school curriculum. The school's profiles and observable behaviours for metacognition, literacy and numeracy further detail the school's curriculum in these core areas of learning. The school is also presently developing school development programs for ICT and thinking skills. Traditionally, teachers sought to provide primary school students with the skills to become autonomous learners. Contemporary educators now consider children to be autonomous learners from birth, born with an innate drive to make sense of the world around them. Recognising this, Wooranna Park places an emphasis on providing students with a context or relevance to their learning. Wooranna Park's Raison Tetra was designed to provide a common language for our teaching staff and school community to discuss the beliefs, values and practices that underpin the school's teaching and learning programs. It is a living document that must continue to develop as we learn. In reading our Raison Tetra, it is essential to recognise the evolving nature of our world. Michael Stevenson and Michelle Salinger, in their writings and presentations to Cisco, have highlighted the impact globalisation has had on driving a demand for education. Globally, education is more highly valued than ever before. New insights into effective learning, along with increased demands for 21st century skills, are fueling a growing desire for the holistic transformation of education systems. Their writings also highlight a growing body of research that tells us that learner expectations are changing. with students bringing new habits of learning from the world of communication and collaboration, powered in part by emerging networks of social interaction. Employers eager to prosper in an innovation economy are requiring new skills from workers and increasingly value people who, in addition to core numeracy and literacy skills, can add creativity, collaboration, problem solving and decision making to their portfolios. Moreover, in a world where our future existence may ultimately depend on the citizenship and humane qualities of those we educate, learning must develop the whole child, addressing both cognitive and non-cognitive domains. It is also equally apparent that today's learners learn best when engaged in real-world, authentic tasks involving complex problem-solving and collaboration with peers on interdisciplinary research-based project work in schools where the teacher's role also includes that of coach and facilitator, and where students are empowered to take responsibility for their learning. Moreover, in a world where high-stakes testing holds such a preeminent position, our vision also requires us to exercise caution when evaluating student learning. Assessment practices that focus on grading students against each other contribute little to the process of teaching and learning, and can undermine student self-confidence and self-esteem. In assessing student learning, it is of paramount importance that teachers and parents seek to build student confidence while opening pathways to success. In concluding these preliminary remarks, I would like to highlight the words of noted film producer and chairman of Future Lab, Lord David Putnam. Underachievement is a problem that's probably as old as mankind. It stunts lives everywhere, and its impact is equally damaging at a personal, community, national and even global level. In my judgment, underachievement is frequently the result of a lack of expectation, as originally perceived in the eyes of others, a lack of expectation that students come to accept as their reality, their fate. At Wooranna Park Primary, we believe that treating our students as professors, as our Raison tetra recommends, may well be the most important key to unlocking each child's true potential, enabling stronger self-belief and pathways that lead to success.